Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Cook again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The numbers for Jones last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers, that'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Packers at 9-6 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 26. Rodgers again now. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Box it. Come on.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got Doubs over the middle. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Jones, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Second down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quay Walker in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Caught by Wilson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Cousins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend for the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On second and a long way to go. Cousins, he's got room past the 30. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From just shy of midfield, Cousins, Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And complete, right side to Cook. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Over here.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So we've come upon halftime here in week. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
From the 31, Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know what.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And some space here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 12 more yards there and another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's fake.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Hey, 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down throw for Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins now from the 50. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. And we'll get a review of this game.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is...
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Touchdown, Vikings. Albert Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Cousins will try and throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There.
So a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers throwing here. Got Dobbs over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
You block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins right back to Cook for another completion. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this